Salve, salve pessoal, bem-vindos a mais um vídeo do canal Nerds de Responsa. Eu sou o Thiago e hoje estamos aqui com mais um vídeo do Final Fantasy XVI. Mano, depois de várias revelações no vídeo passado, depois de um time skip de 5 anos, depois do nosso parça Cid ter morrido e nós termos assumido o nome dele, estamos de volta a esse mundo aqui nesse episódio, beleza? Aqui, pelo que eu tô vendo, é um novo esconderijo, né? Depois que o Titan, no último vídeo, destruiu o antigo, desceu um soco no antigo, né? Olha aí, ó, batalha, tudo. A gente criou meio que uma resistência aqui, né? Adio aqui, parça. Será que já, depois desses 5 anos, tá rolando romance entre nós? Então bora, vai. Isso aí, o Clive agora deve ter uns 32 anos, né? Aparentemente. Porque se ele tinha 15 lá na época do portal da Fênix. E aí passou 13 anos. Ah, os caras me chamam de Cid. Assumiu o nome dele, velho. Depois passou-se 13 anos nos últimos acontecimentos, né? Aí então ele tinha 28 quando ele despertou o Ifrit e tal. E aí agora passou mais 5 anos, então ele tá com uns 33 por aí. Ah, já liberou, vai liberar as caçadas agora, né? Por isso que não liberou tanta coisa importante antes, porque ia ter esse time skip ainda, essa mudança. Conversar com o Otto.
There you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Beleza, olha o bug aqui, ó. Ainda não consegui interagir com ele. Ah, não. Então vamos seguindo aqui. Falar com a... Não, essa é a Vivian? Não era a Sharon?
I trust I'm not intruding.
Não, não é a mesma não. A Sharon é aquela velha.
I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Well then,
Isso aí.
shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did...
Como chegamos a esse ponto? Ah, vai explicar agora, ó.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind.
Com a destruição do
The Dalmacian Republic, the
sangue do
Kingdom
Draco.
of Waloed,
Ó.
and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Com a destruição do Cristal Mater deles, eles foi pra outro. Na verdade, eles estavam indo em simultâneo, antes da gente destruir aquele.
Do you not fear for your home?
Mas aí agora pelo menos, eles não estão sem cristal. Eles residiram em outro agora.
She has ever endured, and when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me.
Even.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was...
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Beleza. Beleza, qualquer coisa eu corto essa parte aqui do vídeo. Porque só isso aqui eu fiquei 10 minutos, né? Só nisso aqui eu fiquei 10 minutos. Vamos seguindo aqui. Não é por aqui não? Não, por aqui. Ah, mercador.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just
Comprar umas poções. Aqui a Sharon.
What can I do for you?
Ah, não, quero... Poção, Sharon, poção. Não, mas eu tô cheio de poção.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Sei que eu ia precisar.
Come again.
Esse que eu tô aqui aumenta a experiência em quanto? Em 10%. Aumenta a quantidade de experiência obtida em 10%.
I'm not much bothered. Well, don't just stand there.
E esse aqui que ela tá vendendo? Que aumenta os pontos da habilidade obtidos em pontos de habilidade. Ah, calma aí. Pontos de habilidade. Ah, mano, então eu vou comprar aquele do ponto de habilidade. Porque aí, pra ter uma na experiência, eu quero ponto de habilidade pra upar meus bagulhos de sumo. Minhas habilidades de sumo. Olha, 20%, velho. É bastante. Vou comprar esse aqui. Agora eu vou sair aqui, ó. Tem que ir pra um lugar desse, ó. Esse aqui aumenta a experiência obtida, a quantidade de experiência obtida em 10. Aí esse aqui aumenta os pontos de habilidades obtidos em confrontos em 20%. Ah, mas é só em lutas. Ah, mas tá bom, velho. Melhor que nada. Vou ficar com isso aí. Vamos falar com o ferreiro, ver se tá pra melhorar minhas armas. Relâmpago. Vamos.
No scratches, right?
And
Olha que muito louco esse aqui, hein? Aí sim, hein? Agora vamos seguir com a missão. Ah, o tiozinho que conta a história.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. Welcome home, Clive. You were...
I believe this belongs to you.
É, sempre depois de uma treta empolgante, bem intensa, vem um momento de calmaria, né?
Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creek, but without access.
Please.
I fear it is not more books that I read. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are...
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not...
Not to. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off them.
Hush now. We all know there's no...
Não é aquele bichinho que voa do lado do cartaz, caramba?
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them. Our Titan took much from us that night. From some more than others. And the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Beleza, volte para os seus aposentos. Ih, que é
Not
essa
bag
mina
a
aí?
blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otter stole us. All right.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav
Beleza,
have
vamos
worthy
seguir
of the
aqui.
letter? Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just...
Ali é meu baú, ó. Ah, parça, você tá no meu quarto? Ah, então é nóis, hein? Então tá rolando alguma coisa, hein, Gil? Tá aqui comigo. Tem uma cama só. Ou tem duas? Não, tem uma só, né? Esse aqui, juramento. Ah, nossa, que da hora, velho. Não tem mais nada, não. Acho que conforme eu vou fazendo as coisas, vai criando um bagulho ali. Vai aparecendo mais ali. Relatório de cartas e outras mensagens destinadas a Clive são deixadas na mesa de leitura. Em seu aposento, novas mensagens são frequentes. Então, não deixe de passar na mesa de leitura sempre que estiver no esconderijo. O exército... Olha, ele tá sem o olho, coitado. O exército republicano marcha pelo Império nas Orlas Gêmeas. E os homens da rocha foram convocados na linha de frente. Eu sinto que algo importante está para acontecer. Quando eu voltar, te deixarei a par de tudo, Gav.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, But
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
Ele sabe do Josh?
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima.
Última. Ah, mas ele ouviu o Josh depois daquilo.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Ah, então ele já, tipo, espera que o Joshua está vivo mesmo. Não é uma surpresa pra ele.
to a world without mother crystals.
A música do Final Fantasy, mano.
To Sid.
Alcide. Vamos mudar o mundo, caramba! Resolver essa bagaça dessas treta. Ah, o Joshua aí! Enquanto isso... Ah, Joshua. Território do Norte. O Norte é Sunbreak, né? Fica no Norte.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to...
Interrompeu, parça. Sai fora.
Not at all.
Pata.
We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Tormenta crescente.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Então vamos falar com o Otto aqui. Tem mais alguma coisa pra cá? Aparentemente não. Mesa de leitura. Isso aqui foi o que o Gavi mandou. Então vamos pra cá. É um baú. Esse aqui era o caminho, certo? Dá pra descer por aqui não? Não. Como essa espada é muito louca, hein? Olha o monólito aqui. Depois eu vejo fazer essas coisas aqui. Aqui foi... É por ali, ó. Pra cá. Tinha saído aqui também.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. But now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. She's fallen into the hands of the Empire. We could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Beleza, vamos salvar a Marta. Ó, uma missão secundária disponível aqui. É aqui? Não. Aqui embaixo, deixa eu ver. Tá, depois eu faço essa aí. Vamos fazer a missão principal da Marta. Agora já tô livre pra ir pros outros lugares. Ah, cadê o cristal daqui? Não tem mais. Ah, o Joshua tá nessa parte do norte aqui, ó. Que tá bem acabada. Aí aqui tá acabado, onde que reside o esconderijo. Aqui tá zoado também, aqui também. Então o bagulho de ferro deve ser aqui, né, do lado. Ou aqui, sei lá. Nossa, mano, mas tá bem judiada aqui a região deles, hein? A Valisthea tá bem sofrida, coitada.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Vamos lá.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
Sid? What said you'd be... I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
Because they're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take...
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Vamos. Vamos pra cima, tio.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling.
Eu tenho que passar por aqui mesmo.
Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Torgal, meu fiel escudeiro. Cadê os chocobos, né? Deixa eu ver, ó, tem que ir pra cá, depois pra cá. Mas aí no caminho eu dou uma explorada aqui e aqui embaixo. Fechou? Vai. Tem que me acostumar com o Ramu agora. Vou pegar esse item aqui. Tem outro pra lá, aparentemente. Eu explorei ali já? Acho que já, né?
Look,
É a Marta já aqui?
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then... they may still, Martha. Do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twist?
Vamos pra direita primeiro.
There has only ever been one order of shields in Rosaria,
Vou pegar
and
aquele
they
ali.
fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far. Even for the Empire.
Pronto. Vamos pra esquerda aqui. Pra direita, né? Vamos brincar um pouquinho de Ramu, né? Aqui não sei o que tem. Ali tem algumas ruínas ali. Vamos ver o que tem ali. Beleza. Vamos indo aqui. Tem mais alguma coisa? Tem item ali. Toma, morreu. Ah, tinha um baú aqui. Aí, ó. Um baúzinho. E o item aqui. Eu nem vi que o baú deu. Pronto, aqui não tem mais nada. Então vamos vir pra cá agora. Tem um item ali. São aquelas ruínas ali? São. Então vamos pra lá. Morreu, os aranha. Tá. Ah, aqui eu já vim aqui. Ah, o cemitério aqui do lado. Entendi. Então vamos lá. Cheio de aranha aqui, deixa essas aranhas pra trás.
Are we too late?
Tarde demais.
There might still be someone inside.
Ah, aqui onde nós viu o padre lá cuidando dos marcados.
No. Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Vocês estão lascados na minha mão, maluco.
These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Ah, uns cavaleiros negros aí.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
Vocês estão lascados na minha mão,
Dare
maluco.
you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Ruder!
Toma um furacão. Deu nem pro cheiro, tio.
Is that all of...
I think so.
Missão concluída. O que é esses 10 pontinhos aqui? É o quê?
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Vamos ver se tem alguém aqui. Nossa, velho, uma criança, mano.
The abbot.
Realmente, mano, esse Final Fantasy tá bem mais pesado que os outros.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg his aid and tell her
Tá falando com o Cid, parça.
this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive.
Ah, não é mais sobrevivente.
He's gone.
Deixou de ser sobrevivente já. Agora é estatísticas.
We've laid the abbot to rest. the bearers. They didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Reddock's Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Deixa eu ver. É isso aí, pessoal. Eu vou encerrar esse vídeo por aqui. Se você gostou, deixa seu like, se inscreva no canal, compartilhe o vídeo com algum amigo seu. E eu te vejo no próximo vídeo pra gente ver esse jogo incrível, continuar jogando esse jogo incrível que eu tô gostando muito dele, velho. Eu tô indo nessa. Falou!